PKN, the weekly video bulletin of the top news stories on PKN Packaging News, Australia's media hub for the packaging industry. I'm PKN's publisher, Lindy Hewson, and this week's episode is brought to you once again by Filton Packaging, your trusted Australian flexible packaging manufacturer, delivering quartz technology for sharper details, smoother solids, and gravure-level print quality. Well, we begin the news this week with a timely discussion on manufacturing resilience, where industry leaders are calling for national packaging reform to strengthen Australia's recycling capability and reduce reliance on imported raw materials. This is not a new conversation. Speaking at Industrial Transformation Australia in Melbourne this week, a panel featuring Simon Dowding from Pact Group, Alex Leovitz from Impact International, and Ben McCulloch from Martogg agreed that recent global resin supply disruptions exposed weaknesses in Australia's manufacturing supply chain. Moderating the session, I posed the question of what capabilities Australia needs to retain if it is to remain resilient, competitive, and better prepared for future shocks. The panel argued that Australia has invested heavily in domestic recycling infrastructure, but without policy settings that create demand for locally recycled content, those investments are at risk. We have heard this before too. Dowding said packaging reform would shift responsibility towards brand owners and help create consistent demand for Australian recycled materials, while McCulloch warned local recycling facilities cannot continue operating below capacity. Leovitz added that Australia must learn from past manufacturing losses and continue investing in local skills and capability. Staying with recycling, Cleanaway is supporting the development of Australia's soft plastics recycling capability through testing and analysis at its Kemps Creek facility in New South Wales. Using advanced FTIR technology, the facility has analysed more than 80 soft plastic samples collected from retail recovery programs, commercial businesses and industry trials. The work is part of the Cycle Back Plastics Joint Initiative with Viva Energy Australia, which aims to develop an end-to-end pathway for recycling soft plastics into food-grade plastic resin. The testing is helping to identify material composition, contamination levels, and the infrastructure needed to build reliable recycling systems. While the project remains in its feasibility phase, the data generated is expected to guide future investment in sorting, pre-treatment and processing technologies, supporting Australia's longer-term ambitions for local soft plastics recycling. Then in some product news, Sydney's Manly CBD is set to become the first precinct in New South Wales to replace conventional plastic soy sauce fish with compostable alternatives as part of Plastic Free July. 4 local sushi retailers will take part in the month-long initiative, replacing single-use plastic soy fish with alternative dispensers, which include the Australian-developed Heliograf. Organisers estimate the campaign will prevent around 10,000 plastic soy fish from entering the waste stream every week. 10,000 every week. It's quite a lot of fish. Developed by Heliograf in collaboration with Vert Design, Heliograf is made from plant fibre, is plastic-free and PFAS-free, and is designed to be home compostable. Co-founder Angus Ware said the tiny plastic soy fish are used for seconds but pollute the environment for decades, adding that the Manly initiative demonstrates how better design can deliver practical alternatives for food service operators. So still in the realm of food service, BioPak has appointed Saxon Wright as its first Chief Sustainability Officer, creating a new executive role focused on leading the company's sustainability strategy. Wright, who founded Husky before it joined the BioPak Group in 2024, will lead work on evidence-based innovation, customer collaboration and environmental outcomes, while helping businesses navigate changing regulation and sustainability expectations. BioPak CEO Guy Brent said the appointment reflects the company's ongoing commitment to sustainable packaging. And Wright said the focus will be on discipline, transparency and accountability. And finally, a new report from Planet Ark's Australian Circular Economy Hub, that's the ACE Hub, and KPMG argues Australia cannot achieve its climate goals through renewable energy alone, with circular economy strategies needed to tackle what it describes as the remaining 45% of emissions linked to materials, products and food systems. The report identifies packaging redesign, recycling, reuse and material reduction as key opportunities for the FMCG sector, with redesign ranked by respondents as the strategy with the greatest potential to reduce emissions. It also highlights that higher order circular approaches such as reducing material use and enabling reuse can deliver greater emissions benefits. than recycling alone. Well, that is all we have time for today, folks. For more on these and other stories, do head over to packagingnews.com.au. Thank you to our sponsor, Filton Packaging, and thank you to you, as ever, for watching.